Posture. Did you know that it actually moderates and affects every physiological function in the body, from spinal pain to blood pressure to lung capacity to your heart rate? It's a really important thing, and it's not as simple as just sitting up straight. I remember when I was first working in physical therapy clinics as the exercise tech, and I started to see myself in mirrors all the time. I started to realize how much my posture needed work, and forced my shoulders back and tucked my pelvis under, and after a little bit of that, started to feel spasms in between my shoulder blades and tired in my lower abs, and it was just really difficult and ineffective way of trying to force my body into good posture. In my postural therapy workshops, I show people very simple ways to change their posture in an effortless and powerful manner. So one of the things I teach people is that if there's a tight muscle somewhere, that until you actually open and release that tight muscle, it's virtually impossible to strengthen the muscles on the opposite side. So in the class, we'll work on various ways to open up the chest so that we can actually allow the shoulder blades to come back onto the back versus forcefully pinching and squeezing them together. So one of my favorite tips, especially for people who are, say, at work and don't have equipment necessary or can't get down on the floor, let's say, is a move I call rotating arms. So you can just push back away from your computer desk for 30 seconds, extend your arms so your shoulders are relaxed, turn one palm up and the other palm down, and then just twist a little further, and then go the opposite direction. So the arms are just rotating back and forth, and you see that it's the wrist, the elbow, and the shoulder that take that action into a nice juicy action to unwind and start to get some blood flow and connection to the shoulder blades on the back. So that's a nice way to actually relieve stress all the way down into the wrists. I have an accountant client who would always get wrist stress during tax season and barely be able to type. And when I taught her this exercise and she used it, she no longer had that problem, and she was able to sit on the computer and do her work all day. So another of my favorite recommendations, especially for those office workers or sitting at a computer, is something called the seated cobra. And so with your arms nice and low so your shoulders are relaxed, you're going to turn your palms around so your thumbs face the back. So if you can see my hands, you'll see that my palms turned away from my body and the thumbs point out. And what this does, you can feel, it starts to widen and lift and open my chest to the front body while allowing my shoulder blades to roll down and squeeze together towards the spine. And so you can hold this for 5 to 10 seconds and then release and repeat 5 to 10 times. And it's a great way to restore balance in the upper body from that forward, rounded computer slump posture to a much more open, lifted, connected posture. So I hope you find these tips helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.